someone said to me today, "Oh, Mackay had 10 tackles." I'm like, so?
That's exactly right.
Kick 10 goals and we're talking, right? Yeah. You know, it's like stats. You know, Voss has been going with these stats all. Oh, we won the clearances. Who cares about clearances? It's about scoreboard, isn't it?
I saw them post something on. It was on Twitter or Instagram. I'm sure it's across all social media. Oh, look at the effort. So we're all about effort now. That's it. So we lose a game. We're just all about the effort now.
Well, this is what shits me now, and I've said this before, and I'll repeat it again. Right? First of all, I think Voss is just trying to save himself. That's why he's always
coaching for himself. Yeah,
so he doesn't really care, you know. But I've said this. We've got to the stage now. Now we're happy with the effort. Is that where we're at now? Is that what we're doing here? We're happy with the effort. Oh, you know, that was like I admit the first half. The performance, the tackling and that, I was quite impressed. You know what I mean? But that should be standard, bro.
You know why you're impressed?
What are we doing here?
Because we've been so bad all year. That's why you're impressed.
Exactly. There's no...
Yeah, that too. I haven't seen that for a while.
No, we set a low bar this year, right? So once we go above that bar, everyone goes, "Ooh, Carlton are on here." It's like, okay.
But is this where we're at? Well, like we were fucking going to win the premiership.
Yep.
Don't get me started. We're going to win the premiership 2 years ago, right? And now it's about, they did well, they tried. What do you mean they fucking tried?
Yeah. They showed up this time.
They showed up for half, you know,
They've been doing that all year.
Remember something? They kicked 2 goals after
half time. Yep.
2 goals, mate.
Yep.
Like, the effort was there, so what?
Yeah,
it was
matter.
good. I'm happy for you. Now, and the other thing, quickly, before you go on with the press conference, it was about the effort. It was about, they did a lot better and that. Not once did I hear, we went there to win the game. We were in a position to win the game, right? And we didn't win it. I didn't hear that from him. Also heard, but the maturity won at the end of the day. Really, look at our side, mate. There was a dozen players there that have 100 games or more. You know what I mean?
People saying, this is one of the youngest teams we've fielded. To be fair, Fremantle's team list on the day was younger.
Yeah.
So we're 25.4 and they were 25 on the dot. Experienced games, so games played, we had 96 overall, they had 92.
So don't make that excuse.
There's no excuses that we had a young list and this. I understand there's some young players out there. But there's enough out there to win the games of football.
But you know what my issue is with the young players? It's not so much with the young players. Like I get people in my comments saying, "I'll get rid of Motlop." He's not the reason why we're losing games.
No.
Yes, he might not be up to the standard, but if you go to the good clubs, right, the senior players take care of the younger players, right? They do all the hard lifting, if you like, and the young players just work their way into the season.
Of course.
At Carlton, as soon as you get a game, you're expected to kick 8 goals.
Yeah. You're a Coleman medalist, you're a Brownlow medalist, you're All-Australian fullback. You're better than Silvani now.
Exactly. That's what we expect.
The weight of expectation on the kids is
wait till we get
too far.
Smith, and then that's it. We should be right.
Right. So this is where I knew we'll go on this year, right? So before the season started, right, we did like a preview show, you know, where you think we're going to finish. And I said, I reckon Carlton might just make the 8, you know, just scrape in, right?
Fair enough.
I said, but a lot depends on Jagger Smith, right? And that's not because he's number 3 pick or whatever, but that's where Carlton. I said, where's the improvement? There's no improvement across the board, right? So Kernan's going to do what Kernan does, Mackay, Cripps. They're just going to do whatever they do, whatever that is anyway.
What was the X factor? What's next?
Jagger Smith's the X factor. He hasn't even played the game, and we're relying on an 18-year-old kid. Where are we at?
Yeah, seriously, it's pretty sad.
Honestly, that's where I thought.
That's what we're hoping for.
Right, and then what happens 2 weeks later? We go lose to Richmond in the first round. That was it. I said sack Voss.
I think the year was over then.
It was over in the first round because you can't get that game back off the bottom side, right?
That killed them.
They haven't recovered.
Mentally destroyed them.
On my head.
And the way that the teams were the way that they chipped at us in that game, Rich. And I don't hate going back to it because that's the evidence that they've presented us with.
Exactly right.
That's what you have to go back, and 100%. It's happened all throughout this journey that Voss has coached through. Is that the way they chipped at us for 3 quarters and then just to overrun us easily? It happened again on the weekend.
100%.
And then win by 5 goals.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
leg in the end.
They
won up. Eased up on the line. Easy. Rain over the top. See you later. Easy.
The other thing is that I heard him say, like, the experience and that, and because of the young kids, that's why we fell over at the end. But this has been happening all year. Even when we had our experienced players in there, this was happening. We're getting run over. So it's no different this week. You're just making a different excuse. Yeah. But the result is exactly the same. Mentally, this side is weak. And lucky for the young kids like this week, I'm quite impressed with the young kids in the last few weeks.
The young kids aren't the problem. Like,
exactly.
They're the ones that need to be playing more and need to grow and need to be the future of the club, right? Like, you know, I'd go back to 2023, the preliminary final. We're 5 goals up, right? And we got run over and lost by 5. It's like, you know, Charlie Curnow hasn't recovered since then.
Nah.
He didn't lift a finger in that final series. If he just goes, hang on, I could be a premiership player here. We win the flag that year, right?
Yep.
Since then, it's all been downhill.
100%.
It's embarrassing.
Well, our mate Andy from the Monday Blues, great podcast. Make sure you go. Well, I don't have to tell you guys, but he said it. He goes, he would have sacked Voss last year in the first final when we were 60 down.
Mate,
they should have gave him his marching orders.
I keep harping on the same thing, but I've done episodes on this. That how do you keep a guy that brings in Doherty that hasn't played all year, does his knee, right?
Yep.
Has De Koning as a sub, and then subs out Kennedy, yet Fantasia's happy to run around for 4 quarters, and it's 60-0. Right there, as a Carlton, we're only talking about Carlton here, right? We're a proud club. That's embarrassing. Like, that's where you go, enough's enough. This guy, what are you doing? We're on top of the ladder after round 12.
Sorry to interrupt. The Kennedy thing killed me.
It did.
When
I saw him.
When I heard the story how the kid
flew
travelled
up,
on his own, and he wasn't our worst player.
Not even close.
I could have subbed off another 8 or 9 before him.
Easily.
And then to see him, he was
like that. He's gone.
I said that's it for him. And when I saw him like this, I go, that's it.
Yeah.
But it just shows where the club's at.
Yeah, and 100%. I just saw
the
the audacity to fucking take
Kennedy
out of all people.
Yep.
I don't know.
Imagine having your sub a ruckman. Has there ever been in the history of the AFL? Has there ever been a ruckman as a sub? No. Has there ever been? I can't remember.
Especially when Pitnett's your first ruck. Come on.
But has there ever been even from then
it's rare, isn't it?
And we always say, give me a case and state why you want Voss. How does he remain? You saw Melbourne today. See you later.
Well,
good night.
I was going to bring that up. They've made the first move. Yeah. We need to jump now because we're already behind.
Because they'll be looking already.
They're already looking. They were looking 2 weeks ago, I reckon, when they lost the St Kilda game. That was it.
I actually said, like last week, I said, today, we should sack Voss on Monday.
On Monday after this,
because I said we need to start looking
to
next
for the future,
week, next year.
Yep.
Even with the players. You know TDK?
Yep.
If he's not going to be a ruckman, don't play him.
I've been saying for 6 weeks.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, why are we wasting our time? Is Pitt there going to be our ruckman? Is that, and is O'Keefe going to be our ruckman? Is that what we're doing? Then play him.
Play O'Keefe, I'm shocked he doesn't get a game.
Gives you the shit, man. We are just, and people go, no, let him coach to the end of the year, but
what's that going to achieve? Nothing.
Nothing.
I think it's more detrimental now.
It is, 100%.
And it's kind of embarrassing now for him. Did you?
He knows deep down.
Yeah. He knows
he's clearly coaching for himself. You can see that.
Doesn't have any answers at all.
No.
And you've got people like me, all of us, like we've played a bit of footy, not to that standard.
No,
but everybody can see it. Even my 10-year-old son could see he needs to get moved or he's getting killed. But Voss just sits there. To me, he's doing what Teague did.
Yep.
Because I like Teague as a bloke. But the Teague days, I used to bag the shit out of.
He was a better coach.
Yeah, well, you know what?
He had less that much.
He had less to play with.
At least he wasn't as defensive as his bubble. These blokes just defence.
But how did we become so defensive?
We've
got a fullback that holds down the fort, Wiedering, right?
Yep.
We've got two Coleman medalists, not one, two.
Exactly.
We've got a dual Brownlow. Two Brownlow medalists.
Broke records to win one.
Exactly, which I can't
And then we got people like, I know he's injured and that, but we got people like Walsh and things like that who are number 1 picks, you know what I mean, who are absolute stars.
Yep.
And then we got, we've got a few young kids there that are like Hollands and that, which are really good. And we can't score more than 10 goals.
Yeah, 10 goals is our limit. That's our ceiling. It's been like that all year.
How do you do that with... Like, imagine giving another coach and go, listen, we're going to give you Kerno and Harry. Imagine that.
Yeah. So Collingwood, right? We know we've got a hatred against Collingwood, but how do they win premierships and win games with that forward line, right? They kicked 12, 13 goals. Can you imagine if they had McKay or Kerno? They'd be undefeated.
Nearly 18, 20 goals a week.
Right, with their game style and the way they play. What's our excuse?
The big forwards, my check, and he's not even really that massive.
And I don't know for a fact, but I reckon my check's kicked more goals than Charlie this year.
Yeah, I'll check it for you. I'm pretty sure he has.
Can you? Because if I'm right on that, that is
embarrassing.
It is. It's
embarrassing.
I don't know how. I don't know if you want me to talk about Charlie for 40 minutes, but
to my check and also McStay, right? All they're
33.
They're plumbers, bro.
Yeah, jobbers.
My check was on the building side a few years ago.
No, he was a brickie. He was a brickie.
He was a brickie a few years ago.
He's outscored him by 1, 33 to 32.
How does that happen?
My check.
So how does that happen? But you know what?
Structures, the way you get the ball into your forward.
100%. 100%.
As a whole unit, they're just... They like during the game. I hate watching Collingwood, but I watch them and I'm actually impressed. How they can. All right, the last couple of weeks they haven't been to their standard, but the way they adjust in a game, and that's what Carlton for how many years that we all can see what needs to be done. Us,
never happens.
We've never played the game, but it just doesn't happen. Where during the game, McRae, to his credit, will make that move. Or the players themselves will step up. The Pendleburys will talk to them, come back, go 100%. Forward. So they just work so well. They gel together as a unit.
We don't have that, do we? We don't have that.
I'm going to ask you a question. Who are the leaders on the ground?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's Cripps, but
I know Cripps is the captain.
That's by default.
Yeah, by default. So,
but all right, let's take him away, and everyone's going to say like Wiedemann, but he's in the back, and don't get me wrong. But seriously, like who are?
No, I don't know. I couldn't I would have said Doherty, right? Because he was one of them. But I think that's the problem. Like our leaders compared to other leaders at the better clubs.
They've got multiple leaders.
Yes, but not just that. Like it's just like I'll go back to what I said about. How good clubs, they look after the young players,
Always.
They'll take the hits.
They nurture them.
Exactly. They just ease them into it.
They're like a baby. They're like a mother with their babies, mate. Nurture. No one can get close to them. And if you do, watch out.
You're in trouble, right?
You're actually fucked.
I've seen...
round 1. Go to round 1. Look what we did to Campriali. Look what we did to... We killed him.
What about
in 2 rounds. Oliver Hollands. You got absolutely split in half on the wing.
There, not one.
And I'm not saying it's not like he put his body on the line. Good on him, right?
Yeah, but there's no one
But
coming
where was coming in, everyone, well done.
And even like a few weeks ago, and Enzo, you would have seen this, we all saw it, but when little Frankie Evans got almost killed by May, right or wrong, right, you go up to May and you fucking tell him, mate, that this is not on the... Did that happen?
No, not even close. And I think that's the first thing, when it happened, that's the first thing I said to myself.
We said it.
Bro.
Where's Cripps?
I got kicked out because of that.
No, even
I
Cripps.
call him a fucking dog.
He just went off at him that security kicked him out. Like, we were more outraged up in the stand
and I was pissed off.
Players.
No, but I was more pissed off that nobody went in to fight for Frankie Evans.
100%.
No one went to fight for him. No one went to bat.
Again, at a good club, what happens? I know what happened to Collingwood. Maynard would lose his mind.
Even more.
That's what I mean. Like
straight in.
More, and he's like...
He's a captain.
He's the most feminine person I've seen, right?
He's very timid at times, but when it's time...
He's a see you next Tuesday type of operator.
This is what I'm saying.
He puts knees in.
And when I say feminine, he wears headbands and that. He ties up his head.
He's in disguise.
To me, that's feminine, but on the ground...
When the ball's there to be
won, it has to be done, he does it, man.
He'll put elbows, knees, he'll do what he has to do.
It's aggravating.
Everyone's... like we got David Rees-Jones on our Sunday show, right? And he says it every week. He tries to be nice about it. He says, we've got no one with S-H... He won't even say the word. S-H-I-T in the team. And he's right. The only one lately who's been impressing me is Cowan.
Yeah, to a point. And we had one and he left, Matt Kennedy. He will always be the first.
Yeah, he was down, rugged, down and dirty.
At the Bulldogs too. Like every time I watch him,
into a scuffle.
I'm wrapped for him that he's gone there. I hate what they did to him at Carlton, like you were saying. But it burns to watch him play so well. Because we could have had that. He's such.
But I've been watching the Bulldogs games. With that interest. How sad is it as a Carlton supporter?
Yeah, because you're sick of watching us.
So I'm watching Bulldogs for him.
I hate watching other teams play football. I just go, well, fucking look. even when they're losing, they're still having fun. We lose, and it's just like it's morbid.
It's a chore watching.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Every time I'm watching Adelaide, and every time they do something well, I go, why can't we do that?
How these blokes, what are they? They got walloped in 2017, 2018, whatever that grand final was. They've done they've done their rebuild, whatever they've had to do, and they've gone straight past us. They've gone from 17th to 1st in how many years of footy? And we've gone from fucking 2nd to nearly 14th in a year, in 20 weeks.
It's true.
How embarrassing!
It's
embarrassing.
It is.
And you just you go and look at Adelaide's list, right? And like people are gonna gas him up now, blah blah blah. I personally, I don't know. I'm not sold on him. I don't know what. Maybe I'm just like deluded or something, right? Or in denial. But you go and look at their list and you go, all right, yeah, their forward line. All right, Taylor Walker, A grader, gun, yeah.
Oh, you got that Phil Thorpe, he's a...
Yeah, I know, but he's not like Charlie Curnow, but he's becoming... Yeah, now he's better.
He's better.
But at the time, if we're talking apples for apples, at the time you're going, fucking Charlie Curnow shits all over. Harry Mackay, you'd take him over Fogarty, would you not?
At the time.
At the time, come on. At that time you are, right? And then you go, around, you look at all their other players, and I'm just looking at it like, Rankin, fuck on his day, he can be McLeod.
Yeah.
You go look at their back line. Who's this Worrell?
Yeah.
Where's he come from? Michael Annie.
There's a system, man.
Correct.
Yeah, the system. Keane, they do their job.
That's right.
Their role, right?
Keane, who are you? I'm sure people are saying that.
Don't they?
We were saying that about our team in 2023.
100%.
Yeah.
Like half of the players go, who are you, Cottrell? Like, who are you?
Yeah, where'd you come from?
You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, it's having confidence in yourself, having confidence in the teammates around you, having confidence in your coach, and now it's just fallen. We haven't evolved and it's fallen away.
It's a big problem. It's the whole thing, though.
Yeah, correct.
Like
it is.
Watching these shows, in the chat, talking to family, everyone's trying to pinpoint, what the fuck is the problem?
There's too many, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's right.
And too many problems.
The problem is the whole fucking picture.
The whole problem is the whole thing. Yeah.
And that's why I say, blow it up. Everyone's on the trade table. Every team. If you get
one person,
who's that?
I'd say Wiedering stays.
Okay, fair enough. I'll pay that.
Oh, I like this one.
I like Wiedering, right? I like Wiedering.
I don't think you can get another Wiedering.
No, you can't. Yeah. But I tell you, in 2025 and going forward, even like you see Moore, you see the GWS guys, Taylor and that, and Buckley, they're attacking.
Yeah.
That's
but
one thing.
Still need that
100%. But he gets the ball and he holds it for 10 seconds, or
you know what that
back
is
or
too?
sideways.
You know what that is? If you look at him early on, beautiful kick of the football. Would wheel and go.
Yeah.
But the way that we play football now, he's got nothing to kick to up ahead.
Yeah. I get that.
If you put him again, we're going to say it again. If you put him in a bad team,
yeah, of course.
If you put him at Adelaide, wheel and go, bang. He's delivering. He's a quarterback. He's got a lovely kick.
There's no one working up the ground. If you look at it, like
that's true.
I know you were saying you don't go to games, and we can go into that later. But when you're at the ground, right, you see it a little bit more.
Yeah,
and you'll see, and I'll give you an example. A few weeks ago with Carroll when he got caught twice in the back line, and everyone just berated him. He's shit. He's always getting caught, right? We were there. And the first thing we did, we would go, there was no one there.
Was there any talk as well?
No,
Doherty was next to him and he didn't even lay his shepherd or say,
you're hot, you're hot, you're hot. He would have said, give me the ball.
So I could kick it out on the foot.
Yeah, exactly. On the foot,
and this is what I'm saying, because of the system, I reckon people, like you look at Weeder in the last 2 or 3 weeks, he's lost all confidence.
Yeah, he has.
So the system it's just...
I reckon he doesn't. I don't reckon half the playing list cares anymore.
No, they don't. They haven't cared for...
how many weeks? But right now, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
But you know what's scary? That we had a lot of players that were checking out the last couple of years. But
100%.
when we all know now, like you said, Weeders himself and our captain Cripps, right? Jules Brown, if they've checked out,
it's over.
What have we got?
We've got nothing.
We're done.
We are F.
Sad.
We're done.